Okay, it is 10 to. Let us begin. Welcome to. It's been 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I can't remember, of the Frostmaiden.
Previously on the Frostmaiden.
Ho ho
Nobody
ho!
knows.
That was previously on.
Oh fucking god! That was previously on the Frostmaiden.
Everyone killed the Grunch. It was a good day.
But not for
For
the
Grunch.
Grunch.
Yeah, probably not
Also
for
not for
him.
all of the party.
And that one kobold who you kept killing over and over, and then you killed him in a doorway and he saw his own dead body and is probably having an existential crisis at the moment.
Well, you know, PTSD and... Is that anything new for...
Exactly. So, the last thing that happened was everyone woke up, they found their presents.
Yay!
Is
What-
the wild sorcerer somewhere close by the kobold, or is he gone?
If you look around, you can see him currently off to the side, clutching a rock like his life depends on it. Almost as if he was previously falling quite fast. There's also something else that is quite noticeable. You can all hear a crunching noise.
I turn
Where's it
towards
coming
the
from?
noise.
It's coming from the corpse that is like right next to a lot of you.
Oh, the
I
Albert.
guess
Yeah.
I can look.
I'm gonna back away from it.
Who is right next to the owlbear, if anyone can remember? I imagine Jock would be.
I have already skinned the owlbear, so I am stepping away from it. Because I had skinned it before we stopped the time before last.
Alright, so
I think I was more towards the water.
you went towards the water. Have you decided whether or not you bottled the thing or not?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so that is your prisoner. So, fuck it. I think that the closest person would probably be Lothor.
He
So,
was underneath it, yes.
yeah. Currently, Lothor, you can see what looks like a small mass of feathers right next to the corpse of the owlbear moving, and you can hear crunching coming from it.
I'll try and I'll try and extract it.
So you're going to go over and interact with it.
Yeah.
A head suddenly pokes up as you like reach towards it, and it squawks and then turns back and starts munching on the corpse. You can clearly see that it's a baby owlbear.
Yeah. Try and pet it.
It makes happy noises and continues munching on
Do I
what
do I
you
notice
imagine
him
is...
with a baby owlbear?
Once you see what he's like, everyone who's like paying attention to Lothar would see what he's doing, like once he's went up to it.
I shoot the baby owlbear.
I try and block the gun with my body.
Cool. Okay, you're shooting Lothar. Roll to attack. This is exactly how I wanted to start the year.
Death.
I think I miss.
Yes, you missed. A bang rings out in the forest, and a bullet shoots
it was
by his head.
Crossbow bolt rather than a...
Ah,
but never mind.
it's weird that a bang rings out because it was a crossbow.
Maybe it hit a
Wham.
rock or something.
Yeah.
Step away from the pest.
No.
It's our duty to kill the thing.
Nom nom nom
The
nom
owlbear
nom
left alive.
nom nom
No,
nom nom nom.
We've
It's
killed
just
the
a
thing-
baby.
Crunch crunch
So-
crunch.
We've killed
I
the thing we couldn't kill.
I shoot it through Lotho. He provides no cover.
Are you going to try? You're trying to shoot it again.
Yeah.
I'll block it his way again.
You literally can't block it because of my feet.
Wait, really? What's that do? Because I'm so terrible at remembering feats.
I have no negatives from things being in cover. He technically can't actually give it any, like, get in the way.
No, so he can get in the way, but it's going to go straight through him and hit.
Yep.
Okay, so he said he wants to
Can I
get in the way, so
stab
he
him?
is getting in the way.
Can I stab him with my magical dagger?
You can...
Nope, you're too far away.
Okay.
You fucked on me.
No, you were under a corpse. I am over by the lake thing now, having skinned something.
Okay.
So I only hit the owlbear maybe for 4, but it is a baby, so it might die.
I'm just getting the thing to remember how much HP it has. I'm going to say you did not kill it. It is very, very, very hurt. It has an arrow sticking out of it.
I'll get out from underneath the owlbear and take the baby owlbear and run further into the cave with it and...
I shoot it
Fine.
while he's running away.
Oh, this poor thing.
I'll move into the way of the arrow.
Okay,
Like, block it.
It goes through you and hits the owlbear for 5 damage.
so you've took 9 damage and you're currently carrying the corpse of a baby owlbear. Well, that lasted a long time.
Okay.
Now bring it over here so I can skin it and add it to the list.
Let's just
Yeah, I'm keeping hold of it.
add this picture to the chat. That's what you just killed. Everyone's happy. I was like,
No.
fuck it. I'll put it in. If they want to try and keep it, they can. Oh, no, he's killed it. Fair enough. Oh, look.
I am the very opposite of happy.
Look at how cute it looks. Oh, it's so adorable. Well, it's not
I
anymore.
will-
It has a crossbow in its face.
2.
In each of its eyes.
Yes! Why does Jock aim
How-
for the eyes?
How dare you?
I'll approach Jock.
Well, can I retrieve those bolts out of its head, please?
Get my magical dagger out, and just shank him with it.
Cool.
Well, this is the beginning.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
3
Let-
weeks ago when we killed the Gonch, except now it's Lawrence killing me.
Your first nat 20. Get 2 more and you'll level up. Does 24 hit? Do you have
Let me just check.
do you have an armor class of 25?
You know, as it happens, I do not.
Damn.
Oh, what was that for? Oh, just give me the pest. Oh,
He just shanked you with a shard of glass.
he's turned on the party. Everybody get him.
You shot an innocent, like, basically cat. How dare you?
I shot a
Does it-
monster.
Does it look like Lothar will keep attacking?
To be honest, Lothar is completely just a...
So, yes, you saw the thing get shot, him pick it up, it gets shot again, then he turned around and stabbed your friend. Your friend turned
Yeah, but-
around and stabbed your friend.
But does
That's fine.
does it look like he will keep attacking him, or was it just like this stab and walk away, basically?
Well, Lothar, what does it look like? Did you stab him and walk away, or did you stab and then start twisting it?
Stab and walk away.
Okay, fair enough.
After retracting the dagger. Of course.
Happy 2021! So what would everyone like to do?
After that,
Yeah,
Should we just go back to thingy? I forgot the name of the town.
Termalaine?
Yeah. So basically, Nora Lindale is just ignoring the fact that that just happened.
By the way, Jock, because of the size of it, you probably could put the whole thing in your pack if you wanted, rather than skinning it.
You could make it into a Muppet.
That's not what I was going for, but yes, you potentially could. I say that in that you know that it's more likely to sell for a lot more as a whole thing. Oh no. Has the stab actually killed Jock?
I hope.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Oh no. Ow. I hope it's the evil character over there who killed the Grunch.
Grunch deserved it.
No, he didn't.
Goal was coming to him. You shot an innocent owlbear in the face. You don't have a high ground.
I shot a monster in the face. Yours could talk.
I'm sorry. Go look at Discord and say that is a monster. That is the cutest thing ever. It is
Literally a
its mother,
monstrosity.
and it was eating its mother.
Yeah.
It has the same statistics as a cat.
Among it,
I
is that
killed
you
a
find a little
monstrosity.
crayon drawing saying, I love mummy and being alive.
I love Mummy. Now to eat her.
You bastard. You stupid fucking... twat.
Who shanks someone with a bit of glass?
Like, who does that? Who?
I do.
You should watch out from now on.
As should you.
Sound advice all around.
I'm gonna get paid for my victories.
I'm not familiar with this custom of stabbing each other.
You'll get used to it.
I'm gonna start hobbling back towards the village and realizing that everyone will overtake me well before I get there.
I pick him up.
I'm going off without you all. Everyone catches up easily. So with that, is everyone going to attempt to leave the forest?
Yeah.
Is the kobold still there? The person that I walk up to him.
Hello?
I'd like to shank him to death.
Seriously?
Okay, so
I just shout through my hobbling away. I told you, betrayed us all. I told you.
So yeah, as he sees you walking towards him with the dagger out, after you stabbed the other person, he misty steps away from you to the other end of the group. Before you can get a chance to attack, is what I was trying to say. Ironically, you did get a 20, but not in that one. What's wrong with him?
He's in a
Nobody
stabby mood, apparently.
And then the kobold's going to
On the
run
blood
after.
of an owlbear.
He's going to run over to Jock and hide behind him. Despite knowing Jock hates him.
Kobold. I hate you a little bit less now because you've moved up in the pecking order of the party.
All it takes is not stabbing you.
Yep. I have a low bar, and it is not stabbing me and not being an idiot.
I walk beside those two as well.
And the two of you who come close to the kobold, you now notice that he has on the necklace round his neck 4 different weird coloured gems. That is all.
Because I know that Lawrence is at the back of the party, the front of the party.
Everyone is at the front of the party to stay away from him. So as the group, hopefully, so long as someone isn't going to just keep trying to stab everyone, as you're going to leave the forest, you hear a familiar voice. Are you done with your job?
Oh Christ, him.
Do you say
you
that out
sure I
loud?
can't-
No. Oh,
Oh,
David
Christ,
fucking Bowie.
Are you sure I can't stab this one?
You can try.
If he
I'm
does
not
try,
gonna
we
put-
have no affiliation with him whatsoever.
I'll put my dagger away.
So, are you heading home now? I see you're
Yes.
covered in blood. You have your mark? He looks at Jock with a smile.
Aye.
So I have one final question for you all. Would you like to leave the forest, or would you like to go through some more puzzles?
Puzzles!
The puzzles were quite
I'd
fun
like to
last
leave
time.
the forest.
I'm hype about
Oh, come on, it'll be
puzzles.
fun.
Let's do puzzles!
I hate you all.
I want to go home.
Puzzles!
Leave the forest.
Do we have to make a unanimous decision?
No, he wants it. Each of you can say a different response. Everyone gets a choice.
I want puzzle!
No,
I say-
either way, honestly.
I say I thank you for your games and for your offerings, but I would like to leave now.
And is that was everyone answering, isn't it? Yes. Okay. he vanishes, and you all feel like almost like an energy disperse, and the forest feels normal. Those who said yes, I would like more, have a what's it called? My brain's gone dead. Not initiative.
Inspiration.
That's the one. Everyone who said yes gets an inspiration.
I said
Yes!
either way, what do I get?
Yes, you get it as well, because you were interested.
Okay.
That was the last puzzle.
Puzzle solved.
And yes, you can very easily tell that you are now in, like, back to when you first entered the forest, the outskirts, where it was still a forest. So you're now free to leave.
I start walking back home.
I keep an eye on Lotho.
Okay, if everyone's going to exit, then you actually do come out the way you came in, and you would know exactly how to get home. It'll take about an hour.
What time of day
Sweet.
is it?
Well, you can't really tell because the sun's been blocked out.
I
As
think
is,
as soon as we leave the forest.
yeah, like that's like the whole thing of Rime of the Frostmaiden. The sun has been blocked out,
Oh, okay, fair enough.
so
Every time I go in the general chat, I just see that owlbear's face looking at me.
this was supposed to be the part where Luke's character, who was meant to be searching for the group, I found you, and then joins. Luke
That
is there, but he's not making noise, so something's gone wrong for him. Oh well.
On my way back to the village, can I look around?
Yes? What are you looking for in particular?
No, just generally looking at my surroundings whilst I'm walking home.
Okay, so if I recall correctly, when everyone left, they went... Was it northeast? No, northeast. So it was like similar to the way towards the mines. So on the way back, you do notice that in like the direction towards the mines, like the closer you get towards the city, there's a lot more, it looks like footfall. Like it looks like there's been a lot more people moving backwards and forwards in that area.
Oh yeah, we've been gone for like a month, possibly. 3.
Yeah, I guess it was actually as long as it felt in there.
Okay, so As you get back to the town, though, there's a lot more that's very obvious and noticeable in that there's a lot of destroyed buildings.
Oh, oh shit.
I go to the bar. I go to the bar and check on my dad.
Okay, before we get to that, is anyone else doing anything, or is everyone going to follow Lothar?
Just,
I'm gonna go
Take the-
to
take
wherever
the-
it was that commissioned me for my job.
yeah,
Okay,
taking the scene if there are like
I think it was
are
Graham's
there
tavern.
people fussing about, or is it dead?
no, there are people about,
Okay.
but like it's definitely not as like raucous and active. You can tell as well that it's like by the amount of people that are about that it is sometime during the day, most likely, or what would have been the day. So
Yeah, I'll just...
what was that? Sorry.
No, I just said it was...
Then you instantly
break
cut
off a lot.
out.
I just said I was going to follow Lothar.
Okay, so you're part of group Lothar. So basically, you can there's either a group going with Lothar or group going with Jock. We'll start with
Definitely Jock.
we'll start with the Lothar one, and then we'll do group Jock. So anyone who goes with Lothar heading straight towards the tavern will not find a tavern. Instead, you will find rubble. The tavern has been very badly destroyed.
Do I see charred corpse of Halfling there?
You don't see charred corpses. You do see people walking around nearby. Some
Yeah,
that are like,
could I-
like it's
What looks
Lothar,
what looks
Lothar.
to be the cause? Sorry, what looks to be the cause of the destruction?
It looks like something hit it very hard.
Could I
Okay,
ask someone
like
nearby
smashed.
if they know what happened?
And it's like the person goes to respond to you, and it's like just looking over at Lothar. It's like, you really don't know?
No, we were in a
No.
magic forest into the future. What's up?
We were trapped by a Fey entity.
Oof. This is kind of... I don't know if I'm the right person to tell you. Lothar, your dad's dead.
Ah, shit.
So, well, we're not really sure what happened. Well, we want to say he was a giant, but... he was bigger than a normal giant, and he was damn handsome, too.
Where did he come from?
No one knows. He came and he was asking about some evil sorcerer or something who'd stolen some evil artifact. Made his way to the tavern because apparently that's where it was stolen. And then when he talked to your dad, you would think that it was some mouse yelling at your dad. He gave him what for? There was screams of, tell me where's he? And I think he told him to fuck off. And well, the giant didn't take kindly to that. Smashed the building, told him to fuck off again, and then, well, your father was next.
What did this giant look like?
One question. Do you know what happened to his younger brother?
Oh yes, he's at the outskirts of town with the other survivors from the people who worked for your father. They're currently trying to put a service together for him.
Good.
It's not all downsides, at least.
But yes, he was glorious, big golden armor, and I don't know. There was something like, despite the anger and the way he destroyed things, there was just something so calming about looking at him. It's hard to describe. A bit like a giant, but like, I don't know, kind of pure and nice, which doesn't make sense in the situation, but it's hard to explain.
I'm very glad you mentioned those parts.
Like
See?
some kind of evil...
This is weird. And also disturbing.
Do you have any idea what he was looking for?
Not really.
It's weird. He came into town
Nothing-
screaming and smashing, and then he just left.
Did he whilst he was screaming and shouting, did he mention what he was looking for?
Just some ancient artifact of evil that was stolen from his greatest cleric. And that apparently he was like entranced by magic.
I mean, there was this priest guy that was drunk a few nights ago,
Few months.
few months ago that
You've been
was
gone
the-
for like it's about 3.5 months.
yeah
This
This
happened
was-
about a month ago.
Thank you. I suppose I'd better go and see what remains of my family, I suppose.
Cool. If you're going to be doing that,
Yeah.
The-
I
you-
ask them which edge of town they are.
and he like he,
I
hello.
head over there. Sorry.
No, I think
had
that sounded like Luke trying to join.
I
I
think
can
so.
hear people now. Can they hear me?
Yeah.
Do I
Hey!
sound like I'm being picked up by a tornado?
Not quite.
No.
Not right now.
Amazing. You want to go to bed? Excellent. I have to promptly jump off while I put my Laura to bed.
Cool. It's fine.
We'll get there eventually, guys.
Yes.
We see Luke's
Looking at the
character
new
for a
character.
split second. A child walks in front of him and carries him.
Yes, as you're walking away, you see a lion person, but then he turns a corner and it's like, alright, well, guess we'll deal with that later. So, the person will, like, point you and, like, say, yes, it's over next to blah, blah, blah. You obviously know the place. As you're heading in that
Yeah.
direction, you will be passing by the Hunters Guild. So, let's do the other half now. And you might even meet up. So, Jock, you know the Hunters Guild very well. You recognise the symbol on the door from far away. Are you going to let yourself in?
I'm just gonna walk up it and walk through the door because there wasn't any requirement for knocking last time.
Yeah.
It's not the kind of place.
Everyone turns and points the crossbows at you, as is the normal way. It's like, alright, you're just a person. Very jumpy lot.
Hold.
I wave at her, hello.
What do you want? And then he looks and he's like, squinting like, Jesus Christ, Jock?
Aye.
I thought the
Actually-
owlbear killed you.
It took me leg, but I've got it now.
No, he killed the owlbear.
Yeah, you've been
Like
gone
that.
for months.
I was here yesterday.
No, you've been gone for nearly 4 months now.
I try counting on my
I was here yesterday.
Sure, whatever you want, as long as you're not dead. Now, let's see that juicy pelt.
Okay, so brings out the bag, the baby one, like corpse, and puts that on the floor,
Jesus!
and then
He like looks over at you and like gives you a thumbs up. That's disgusting! Because there's like people that aren't part of the guild, so it's like, well, we can't be seen as being happy killing kids, but he's still giving you a thumbs up. It's like, nice.
and so I'll expecting something extra for that because it's right to be taxidermied, and then pull out the pelt of the large pelt of the big sort of imposing owlbear, and I'm like, as was called for.
And he goes over and he's like, he puts his hands out to like take it from you. Are you just gonna hand it over to him?
Yeah.
He's like, okay, and then he takes it over, puts it on like a disgusting looking bloody desk, and then he starts like inspecting it. He's like, oh boy, you're as good as you said you were. This is a quality cut. Alright.
I pride myself on only bringing the best.
Then he is like, alright, well, take a seat over there, there's enough for the lot of you. There's a few snifters of brandy if you want a drink. I'm gonna go ask around about the little un. But, and he goes into the drawer, and he's like, well, I was, like, the commission had gone away because, well, it's been months, so we presumed it was dead, but this is a bloody good cut. So he takes, and he's like counting out from a pouch, and then he throws it over to you. That should be everything. 100 gold. And then he's like,
stay there.
well, yes, obviously that's just for the pelt. I need to go and ask around, see if there's anyone in the
All right.
market. So-
I'll be here. And I like hang on, like pull the corpse to sit next to my chair.
Nice roaring fire, sniffed our brandy, dead corpse. Is everyone else gonna just relax next to the corpse fire?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice. So there's brandy for everyone. It takes about 5 minutes, not that long, as he's basically just like, you see him like running backwards and forwards throughout. Because it's like a big lodge sort of building, so it's like lots of people hanging out. So it's like a hunters club sort of thing. He's asking this person, goes out, asks that person, comes back and he's like, right, well, I've got 2 deals for you. One, a guy says he'll give you 100 gold straight now for it. But another one says there's apparently this wizard looking for parts. He'll probably give you 250, but you'd have to take it there yourself.
Where'd I have to take it?
I'd have to get the exact directions for you, but he knows exactly where he is. It's, what was it he said? Somewhere down south, I believe?
Nah, don't do south. Just give me the 100 up front.
Don't do so. It's like, alright, well, he goes off and he brings the person over who's like quite weedy. You know the type of like, well, I don't do hunting. I'm obviously very into hunting, but I don't do it myself. Oh, is this the... oh my, the eyes. Very good shot. Very good. Oh, yes.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, who was the killer? Who's the bloodthirsty killer amongst you?
Is he
That'd
getting
be me.
turned on?
Maybe he is. It's, what was that you said there, Jock?
That'd be me.
Is that...
This is a perfect showpiece for someone like you.
He's like, oh, I love it. And they like, he gets out his coin purse, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's like piling up on the table. And there's 100. Yeah, oh yes. And he puts another one like towards you, like, and would you like an extra for a good job? As he's getting obviously
That's
too
wrong.
into it.
What is wrong with you? I just take all the money that he's put on the table.
So you take the 100. Are you gonna take the 1 gold that he's proffering you?
I have too much pride for that. Like Melissa, grab that 1 gold.
Sure. I grab it.
Oh my! Oh, I didn't even... oh, a bit of a wild one. Oh, yes. Oh, you have a most intriguing party. Oh, I'd love to go with you sometime, but my leg. Oh, the injury. Yes.
I point to my leg and I'm like, yeah, legs. They're always a problem.
And then he's
and then
still
I, like,
he goes like sheet white. Like, Jeeves, come get the body, and then he like quickly moves away because he's never actually.
He's gonna move away. I just like put the toss the body into him. So that he has to like catch it or let it drop.
And he like falls over.
Have fun with that.
It's not like heavy, but like imagine the scene of Lothar under the owlbear. It's like that.
Yeah.
Because the guy's that weedy. Jeeves! Oh, help me! So yes, you have been given 200 gold.
Sure.
I turned to Lothar. I didn't understand a word that man said.
Turn to who?
I mean, your character. Sorry.
Sure. Sure. Sorry, just checking.
Oh yeah, and Melissa
yeah.
has 1
Oh, they're-
gold.
They're a bit fancy here. And I stop as we're about to leave it, and I hand Noralindale 40 gold and Melissa 40 gold.
Nice.
Thank you.
Much obliged.
Okay, so you're leaving at that point?
Yeah.
As you're leaving, as predicted, you see the other groups passing by. Like, the 3 of you see them as they're passing by.
Just
And I
pretend
whisper
you
like
don't
this,
see them.
quick, yeah, it was just quick, maybe we just pretend we didn't see them, maybe they'll miss us.
Yeah. Let's just pretend we don't see them in time. And, like, figure
I
out
walk
what
up
to
to them and
do.
the
No,
first thing I say is, Lothar's dad's...
I think he spotted you.
Yeah.
I did abruptly.
I just keep walking. I don't really say anything or interact with them at all.
What happened to Lothar's dad?
He's dead.
The same thing that happened to the rest of the town?
I'm not really sure. Some big fiery giant thing that was, according to the person who told us about it, really handsome, killed him.
Okay.
He had like golden arms.
Alright.
Over
Any
like,
reason or just how shit the ale was?
apparently it was some sort of dispute over like, some evil artifact that stolen.
Did you know that place actually served piss?
Huh? Really? Never knew.
It
No
got
wonder
somebody
it's
killed
about
already.
Really?
Yeah.
Who died?
I don't know, some chump.
Oh,
Threw shit at people, it was weird.
Apparently worked for the Senate?
Something like that.
huh.
Is it okay?
Didn't get his name.
Can I
Sorry?
double check that we're level 3?
Yes, you're level 3. Also, you're incredibly
Oh,
quiet.
you
Well,
met him.
have
Jesus!
to deep throat my
That's a
mic.
fluctuation.
You went from incredibly quiet to very, very loud.
Yeah, it's the way my mic's positioned. It's positioned nowhere near my mouth. I had to use my work mic because my normal mic broke.
Okay, time to turn you down.
So what did the person look like? Because you said you didn't catch his met him.
Do I remember what this guy looked like? I'm gonna make a history check.
Make a
See if I
history
remember what this
check.
guy looked like.
I would say generally, Jock probably just doesn't care. As you established earlier, faces and people just blur.
Oh, I do actually know.
Yeah, you generally don't give a shit about people, but for some reason that encounter kind of stood out to you.
Yeah, I give a description of the guy that died.
Old wrinkly skin, liked wearing a black cowl. You know, like a good guy. So yeah, yes, you instantly understand that this sounds, from the vivid description, like your mentor who died under mysterious circumstances. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Hi.
Yes?
I think we were just thinking on that.
Okay.
By the way, I'm assuming I'm not with the party yet.
No, you would have been, but we'll introduce
I?
you in a moment.
Yeah.
So, how does Concord react to that?
Concord just stays silent.
Cool. Lothar is like becoming a spot in the distance now as he trudges away.
Okay, so we've got a wolf to go kill from Melissa here.
Yeah.
So that sounds good. Can
I
we
guess
go
I'll
now?
just follow Lo.
Alright.
What is everyone going to do?
I mean, I'm
Hey.
just waiting to get on with it.
Is the hotel still around? Because
Yes.
I could use a rest. I was stabbed very heavily in the stomach earlier.
Oh, very heavily stabbed. Yes, though when you get there you would notice that it is also... It's not wrecked, but it is, like, heavily damaged, like, visually. Structurally, it's fine, though.
Okay. I say to the others who are with me, we should go in here and plan what we're going to do for this wolf hunt.
That sounds fine to me.
I'm sure if other people want to join us, they'll join us there.
Sure.
Yeah, and...
Don't want to intrude on Lotho's sadness.
Yeah, Concord, if you're going with Lotho, you would have heard Jock saying that, so you know. Like, you can go back to the inn later and you'd find them there. So is anyone else going with Concord, or is it just going to be him and Jock, while everyone else goes back and starts planning for what's next?
You mean Concord and Lotho, not Jock?
Wait, what? Did I say Jock? Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you did that, Jock.
Concord and Lotho are going to be off. Who's going with the Jock group and who's going with the Lotho group? Again.
Jock.
Sorry?
I'm going with the Jock group. Is that what I was
I will be with the Jock group.
Will you?
Weird.
I'm glad about that, because it would have been really complicated if you'd not said that.
I would also go with the Jock group.
Wait, but... No! Are you...
Took off
wait,
after Lotho.
Yeah, you left after Lotho. Are you somehow
Sure.
splitting yourself in half?
No, I said Jock. I might have cut off.
Okay, so you're not going after Lotho then?
You're right, I will follow Lotho. It is probably a better idea not to go alone. In case we come back and he's burnt the city down. It's a fair point.
Melissa,
What?
which way are you going?
Not sure.
Are you
Sorry.
going to go with Jock and plan for the future, or go with Concord
I mean,
and pay respects? Technically, the person who died is someone that you were quite close to.
yeah, that first, and then go with Jock. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the group can... Well, I say group. The two people can head off to the inn, and basically you two can... Not that it matters really. Actually, no, it matters to Jock. You can have a short rest for now, while the others go off and have the ceremony. So, going back over to Lotho, as you're getting towards the edge of the city, you can spot someone who looks very out of place that you noticed earlier, which is a man who looks like a half lion, sort of, who's helping out what you can obviously tell is your brother.
Okay. I head over to my brother.
Lotho! Lotho! That's your brother's just like exasperated and unable to speak. He's like so shocked to see you're actually alive.
Yes. Greetings, brother. Forgive my apparent absence for the past 3.5 months, but I got trapped by a fae thing. I've heard the news.
He's like, his face goes from like excited that you're alive to like dour again as he realizes where he is and what's going on.
I suppose thank you is probably the best thing to say for sorting everything out, I guess. And turn to the lion, the lion person, and I say, thank you for helping also. What is your name? I am Lotho.
Luke, it is your time. Luke.
Hello. I'm Mr. Fumblepool. How do you do?
Well, my dad's dead, so
Well, aside from that, I am sorry about that. It really did hurt him, you being missing and all. He actually
Yes.
asked me to look for you, but you were nowhere to be found.
I do thank you for helping out.
Where were you for 3 months, by the way?
Me and the rest of my group got trapped in a forest by a fey goblin creature thing for like 3 months, but for us it felt like maybe a day-ish, 2 days at most.
That's strange.
Yes,
But,
it was all.
I'm sure your father would be glad you're okay anyway. God rest his soul.
Yes. Thank you again.
So what will you be doing from now?
I suppose seeing what the rest of my group is doing, and I suppose trying to track down or at least see what caused the damage and destruction to the to here, and see if I can sort it out at all.
Well, I'd be very much interested in meeting the people who made it out of a magical forest.
I'll take you to meet them. I think you might get on with Jock. He likes to kill things that are evil.
It's roughly at this point that the other two members of the group, you can like see them in the distance coming.
It looks
I
like
draw my sword.
don't
People are coming.
don't shoot. That's probably at least some of my team.
I look at my sword. I look at Lotho. I look at my sword again. I look at Lotho. I say, don't shoot.
Yeah.
Question mark?
Leave them alive, please. There's been enough destruction here.
Okay. If you say they're your friend, I'll sheath my sword
Who
again.
just shoots people off a dime? Man, those people.
So
If people with great swords, I'd love to see that.
So I say that this looks like it's Concord and Melissa coming. If I'm
That is correct, yes.
yeah. I walk over to them and introduce Luke's new character, and I say his name perfectly because I'm great at remembering names.
Hello there.
I'm having Fumble Pro,
Hi.
extending my hand. I've been left hanging. Oh no!
I believe it's customary to shake people's hands, guys. I lean over to Concord and Melissa.
My hand remains extended.
I'll shake your hand.
Thank you.
I shake the hand he's shaking at the same time.
So it's a three-way handshake.
Excellent.
Melissa thinks this is how it works.
Yes.
It's like a high five, but... No. What's the group thing? Never mind.
What's the group?
What's the group greeting? group hugs.
So, who are you?
Fumble Pro. Clarence Fumble Pro. How do you do? I'm
Sir,
I used to I know Mr. Lofo's late father. He actually hired me to find him.
that's...
Just for clarification, I can hear Joseph speaking.
Yeah, he often cuts out.
Yeah, it's just he's cut out quite a bit. So
Who, Joseph?
yeah,
Oh, right.
Uh,
Okay. Okay, so...
Hang
right.
on.
He was doing that
So,
last night as well.
I'll try
Yeah.
reload.
so yeah.
Well, while that's happening, basically you see, like, you can see and hear, like, a bunch of people that Lothar you'd recognise were, like, the hunters that used to
Hello?
work for your father. And, like, over in the
Yeah.
distance, like, yeah, we're ready. And you can see that there's, like, a barge with a load of wood over by the river. And they're, like, waving
Okay.
over to start.
Okay.
And your brother's like, oh, I think we're ready to start.
Yeah, let's go over
And
and I head over.
basically you see the body, well, you imagine it's the body, but you see like a wrapped body be placed on the barge, and everyone like is standing around. It's like, does anyone want to say anything in this sad time?
I just stand in silence.
Yeah, I say, oh, yeah, kind of like my Lothar kind of breaks up a little bit.
Like, he stands
At
up and
this
says,
point-
I have something to say, but then he starts stammering and can't, like, get his words out.
Yeah,
The guy who's there, he's like, goes over, he puts his hand on his shoulder, it's like, don't worry, lad, we all feel the same way.
then Lothar then says, I just wish I wasn't quite a bigger disappointment.
And, like,
Uh,
a bunch of them, like, the workers, like, they look shocked at that. And the guy who's, like, got his hand on his shoulder is like, boy, you clearly didn't know your dad. He was never disappointed in you. He just never got along with you because you were very different. He loved you, lad.
I say thank you, and then I step back.
And your brother's just like crying to the side. And the guy's like, right, well, if that's everything, we have a moment. And then everyone like bows their head for a moment. And then he lights the torch, lights the barge, and then pushes it out. And you can see it like sailing off into the distance of the lake as it burns away. In that moment, while you and your brother are standing there alone, he wipes his cheek and like moves, like, because obviously you're taller than him, he like moves as close to you as he can, and he whispers, don't worry, Dad didn't give you away. He knew what was going on. He was loyal to the end. And then he starts crying again.
Lean over and hug my brother, and I say, I'm not quite sure what it means, but thank you. I say I have some understanding as to what I mean, but I'm not entirely sure what it means. And I finish the hug and go and stand back where I was.
for context for you, the player, basically,
Yeah.
what happened was when the destruction happened, your brother was in the bar when it was knocked down. He was injured but not killed, but he saw
Yeah.
the exchange between your father, and he basically understood that the giant creature was saying, "Where is he?" talking about you, and your dad was like, "Fuck off. I'm not telling you where he is. Get out of my fucking town." And that's how the aggression happened. So that's what he meant for you to understand, just if you didn't pick up on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
So after some time, it like sails off into the distance and you can no longer see it. And basically, over time, people say their piece and then leave, and it's basically just the group left with like you and your brother.
Yeah. I do say to my brother, do you need any money to help rebuild things?
Oh no, Dad always kept a stash aside just in case, and we do have some people, like a lot of people are volunteering to help, like rebuild for free. Obviously, I'm still gonna pay a lot of people because, well, you know, but it shouldn't take that long to build the tavern up again. Might not be exactly the same, but you know, Dad would want it that way.
I say he has 60 gold anyway. I at least want to help contribute.
Wow, thank you, brother. And he's like, "So, I guess we head home, or what's left of it?"
I suppose. I think I've got a few things to clear up with this lot and hunt down the, or at least start putting together what clues as to what that thing was.
He's like, he goes very silent in that you can tell he wants to object and say like, "No, don't go, just stay here." But he's like, I know what you like, brother. You do what you need to do." And then he starts walking off towards what was the tavern.
Yeah.
So now
So I think,
what would everyone in this group like to do?
I'd like to,
Well, I guess I'll just meet up with the others. Really, with Jacques.
Okay.
So where are the rest of your friends?
yes, where are they?
Guys?
Melissa, Concord?
I said I was meeting up with the others, including Jock,
Mm.
because we were going to do the thing.
But yeah, they're asking where are they?
Hello, new member of
I
of
mean,
the group?
right, I mean, I was just at the funeral.
Oh, so
I said they went to the inn.
Okay, let's go then.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, if there's nothing else, we'll skip some time to when everyone meets back up at the inn.
Yeah.
So, at the inn, Jock will have been trying to get Neuralindale to come clean with everything he can do so that we can plan around, like, exactly how best we can work as a team to take down this monster.
How do you pronounce your name? I don't know.
I thought I've been doing an alright job
Sorry?
pronouncing Neuralindale.
No, I just didn't understand what you were saying.
Jock would have effectively been trying to work out what what total skills the group had that we can use to kill this monster after noticing that Melissa, who was very important for knowing what we're looking for and where it might be, didn't actually bother following us like she said she would.
I was like, oh!
You're not here.
The
um,
voice in your head says,
so I'm not the best. I'm not well. I'm not an expert at hunting in any chance. I can help you guys out, but help you guys not suck as much as some of them do.
Oh, some of them really suck.
But yeah, I'm not an expert in hunting. Let's put it that way.
So what are you an expert in?
Normally, if I
Everybody
get the
gets
chance to
something.
talk, I normally get people to do what I want them to do. What I want, yeah. But
It's
yeah.
unfortunate the wilds haven't had many things that you could just talk your way out of yet.
Yeah, oh well. We'll see what happens.
I'm sure we'll see something that you'll get as past without me having to spend too many precious bullets.
Precious bullets.
Oh well, I mean, if it comes
Have
to
you
it,
seen how
I don't
backwards
mind some
this
bloodshed.
Sorry. Have you seen how backwards this entire region is? They don't even sell bullets here.
I'm not overly
Back
familiar with bullets either, but
See, back home in the mountain, these are now the common weapon that everyone's using.
they're quite loud.
Yeah, but it adds the intimidation factor.
True, but not good for subterfuge.
No, but never been much for sneaking about.
I guess
I,
there's much.
for one, by the way, I'm a Clarence Thumblepoe. I, for one, believe that is an exquisite weapon.
All right, fine. That's the exact point that the group walk in.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, I didn't realise we weren't there. I thought we'd skipped until we found them.
Well,
Sorry.
I was about to say that the group was about to walk in, towards the end of this conversation, but unbeknownst to them who were chatting is when the group walks in, and Clarence just walks up and is like, well, actually, I quite like your gun.
I see you have an eye for great craftsmanship.
I
This
do.
was specially made for me by the head blacksmith at the forge. These details.
I'm a sword man myself, but I do appreciate a good weapon when I see one.
Since I lost my leg in a recent encounter, my sword swinging's been less effective than I'd have liked. Much easier to stay slightly further back to give myself time to aim.
Yes, of course.
We've all got to overcome our difficulties somehow. I'm like, Jock has seen this lion man, and it would normally have been like lion person shoot on sight, but he complimented the gun as the first thing, which means I now like him. Like, come sit down. I've got like a jug of something and just like pouring for him.
Andrew, you said the alcohol that we took from the Santa thing disappeared, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
The what thing?
Like
Oh, the alcohol that we got from when we went to the dragons.
like
then.
the stuff that you took while you were there,
Yeah.
Sure.
not your magical gift.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there like in a pub where they sell alcohol, drinking out of my own like magically refilling thing.
Which is totally not very lightly cursed or anything.
no
Delicious.
outside food or drinks, please.
Drinking. Yum yum
Sorry?
yum.
I jokingly said no outside food or drink, please.
Mm-hmm. I see Melissa and I'm like, you were right behind us. Where did you go?
A funeral.
Who was having a funeral?
We
Lotho's
told you when we went past. Lotho's dad died.
You didn't mention a funeral though.
That's typically what happens after death.
He probably died like a month ago according to these people.
Well, maybe it was a
is a bit
really
odd.
long autopsy. I don't know.
Probably took a while for, like, plan the...
I mean, conservation of bodies here is easy, so...
I suppose it's pretty cold.
What actually happened for why it took so long was they were constantly like, we'll just wait a little bit longer, I'm sure Lothar will be back soon. We'll just wait a little bit longer, and then it was by chance, like, well, we can't wait any longer, and that's when he happened to turn up. How lucky.
Okay, Melissa, we need a location of this beast we've got to kill.
Okay then, yes, sure. Hang on a second.
Sees Lothar coming and he's like, why are you looking so down? What happened to you?
Sorry?
What happened to you? You look really sad. I don't know what's up with you. Get over it.
My father died.
Do you see it happen?
Doesn't mean it isn't sad.
Did he do something good for like, did his death mean anything?
From what I've heard, he died telling a large golden man to fuck off.
Now that's a death. Don't mourn that. Celebrate it. That man was strong. Unlike some other people.
I suppose.
If you can stand next to a golden giant and tell it to fuck off no matter what it'll do to you, that's strength. Don't make someone's strength less by crying about it.
I see your logic.
This is Jock's philosophy on life, not Graham's.
Okay, so to slightly help out Melissa here, to find out where you need to go, you're going to have to start asking about for different rumours involving wolves and whatnot. If you want to, you can, since if you look at the time and like ask, it's like getting on quite late, so more people are starting to like come to the tavern, like a lot more than when you were here before, because of how many like houses were destroyed.
I thought the tavern was destroyed.
Yeah, the tavern's been destroyed. This is the inn,
The
right?
inn.
But now that the tavern's been destroyed, everyone's coming to the inn, right?
Yes, everyone's basically like, well, can't go there. Also, my house is gone. Oh, I guess we'll go to the inn. So it's like quite busy. So there's a much higher chance of you finding things out. So if you want to, as like the night, well, night as it should be, is starting to set in. People are starting to come in. People are starting to start drinking, and you notice like a lot of the people who worked at the tavern are helping out here and selling like Lothar's father's alcohol and stuff here. So it's like a lot of the same sort of customers. So you can basically, each of you can spend like the rest of the night before you go to sleep gathering information, then meet up in the morning and like discuss what you found out.
I will do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, okay then, sure.
Is everyone down for doing that?
Yeah, I am.
Sure.
Sure.
Good enough for me.
Do you
Oh.
need any checks for that?
I am just determining what... Let's go for... Everyone give me an insight
Alright then.
to see if you can see between... Nice, Nuru, nice. It's basically you're trying to determine what is drunk talk and what is like, oh, that sounds like credible information. Concord, who doesn't really drink, seems to be the good source here.
Oh, Farmer Giles is rolling from the grave.
Oh, Farmer Giles is very insightful.
But no, that was that's just not to change the name on the bottom.
I almost wish that you'd accidentally rolled a nat 20 and then roll again and got a nat 1. Okay, so that's
There you go.
well,
almost.
close enough. Alright, so night goes by, everyone has a long rest, obviously. The stab wound hurts, but it's starting to heal over. So it's more an annoyance to Jock now.
With my additional hours, need as long, I would like to cast Find.
You're finally casting it. At 3rd level.
Yeah, so
Cool, so you get your familiar. And
yeah.
anyone else doing anything over the night? Like anything special?
Kind of planning how to kill Lotho at some point, but not planning on going through with it yet.
No, I said anything special. That's just your normal night.
Good point.
Okay, so comes back round to the morning. Everyone who's not an elf wakes up. You can smell bacon, you can smell pancakes. Is everyone going to meet up in the kitchen? Well,
Yes, and I have the pancakes, by the way.
very important I know this.
Good, yes. Of course it is.
There's also weird different cereal, like Arrows. They've just had them imported.
Are there any more cornflakes left?
Yeah, the cornflakes are quite popular, so it's basically like the scraps in the bottom, so a lot of the dust and stuff, but there's still enough for a bowl.
It sounded like you just said cornflakes, like that meat substitute.
Oh wait, you wanted corn? No, we've only got cornflakes here.
Who took the last bowl?
The last bowl of cornflakes.
Yeah.
Anywho, everyone meets up, and basically there are 2 people who managed to, like, get the best insight. Concord, you heard rumours and talk about there's a town down in the south that is in need of aid because apparently people and kids have been getting kidnapped by wolves. Or something along those lines. But you could tell that because it wasn't just one person drunkenly telling you this. You heard it from a few people, and the story was more or less the same from all of them, so you can definitely tell that this seems to be an actual thing that's happening, not just a rumour. Whereas Melissa,
Yes?
died there, you can tell from your asking around that there's rumours of what seem to be a tribe of wolf people that move around.
Yeah.
But you don't have, like, an exact location on them. You'd have to find out, like, travel a bit and ask about. But they apparently, as stupid as it sounds, like, each of the people that you talked to was like, it's unlikely, but I heard, and they all seem to think that apparently these are wolf people.
Do they fit the description of what attacked?
It's hard to say. It was
Right.
It was definitely not a normal wolf that attacked, but you're not sure, not like how abnormal.
Right.
Those are the
Okay.
the two things that are that stood out amongst the group.
Yeah.
Lo-
Like, abnormal in what way, though? Like, were they big? Were they of a certain
yeah,
colour, or...?
yes, they were like larger.
Okay, then. Yeah.
Jock, is there anybody at the Hunters Guild who specialised
Specialised
Did
in
everyone
what?
just go silent?
in killing wolves?
I don't think it's a place for specialists, but we can go and ask.
That's probably, or at
I
least
then just start walking out the place to go to the Hunters Guild because I've been given a mission.
Quest received. Must go.
I do like killing wolves.
It's a weird thing to specifically like.
I also like
I
the predators. I just like being the best predator.
Fair.
I'm the
still
best
think
predator here.
this is not neither like doing neither of you any favors.
I like this one.
What was this?
They're both claiming to be the best predator. Disgusting. Especially because that one was hanging around with your little brother. Oh.
What are you implying, you piece of...
Time to
Keep that.
kill a party member.
Another one, let's go.
Goodbye, Concord.
No, in seriousness, I'm just gonna be like, go to the Hunter's Lodge.
Yeah, sure.
This is like while
How
Melissa's
urgent-
halfway through her pancakes. What?
How urgent is the wolf quest? Melissa.
Well, it is serious, but I don't really think it's going to be going anywhere particular anytime soon. What I mean is, I'm in no rush. I do want it dealt with, but I don't want you to feel that there's any sort of pressure. As long as it gets done, I'm fine with it. I don't think that thing's going to die anytime soon.
To add to
Okay,
this,
and
Anything else
which
to do?
which lead would you like to follow up on first? Would you like to go see if it was the wolf or the strange?
You keep cutting out, at least for me.
Yeah, you could have.
just as a note for Concord, you still have the beeping in your head, which is very annoying, which is also coming from the south.
Yeah. Is this better?
Well, we'll see, I guess.
Yeah. I still hear the... That's what I was... I kind of hoped to do that.
Have you actually
Before we go and
told anyone about the beeping? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
First I've heard of it.
Nope.
Nope, I have not told anyone. Because we were like, you know, we were like in the middle of doing a thing. And so I'm on the... Now, so...
Now things have settled down and the beeping is getting really annoying.
Yeah. Can we go south and sort out whatever this... I found a magic rock. It's making a beeping head. Can we go south?
Yes, south it is.
Is anyone going to follow Jock?
Where's Jock going to?
Jock immediately left, said, I'm off to the Hunters Guild.
I will.
yes.
I will follow him to the Hunters Guild.
Oh no, if Lotus is going, then I'm not going.
No, like I was going to try and persuade him to go south.
Yeah, that conversation happened just after he got up and was like, right, off to the Hunters Guild.
I'll run after him.
Don't need to run that fast, let's be honest.
Yeah, so I just walk at my normal speed and catch up with you.
Okay, well, as you're heading to the Hunters Guild, you get there, and you're greeted by something that makes you just like, oh, these people. You see a really smug, weedy guy with
These motherfuckers.
a very familiar small owlbear that's been stuffed in a, like, a rah sort of pose, despite being a baby. He turns and says, oh, do you like what I've done with it? Well, obviously not me.
I turn to Lotho and say, Lotho, this is...
Oh, did I not introduce myself?
I'm
Clarence
just waiting for him to say his name.
Clarence Fumblepool, how do you do?
Oh, hello, I'm Clancy. The richest man in this town, I'll have you know.
You guys shake, like, turn to them, I'm like, you guys shake him down for stuff, and I'm gonna go inside and do business.
Wait, what?
You, what did you do? What did you do with the baby owlbear? What did you do to it? Tell me now.
Well, as you can see, it's been stuffed, and it's like basically it's on a little like 4x4 of wood with wheels on the side, so you can like wheel it around and like, look, it's my familiar type of thing.
I was about to ask if he turned it into a body pillow or something like that.
Ugh.
Into a what?
He's weird, but not that weird.
Into a what?
Body
Put
pillow.
What the fuck?
What?
I get my magical knife out, and I say, "Okay."
Yeah, as you pull the shard of glass out and point it at him, like 30 crossbows are pointed at you. Well, I've no violence in here. Take it outside.
I thought we were outside.
No, this is
Yeah.
like once you've went in.
Oh, okay, sure, sorry.
Would you like to take it outside then, good sir?
No, I would not.
I grab him by the collar and try and drag him outside.
Never mind.
Try.
Sure,
That's fun.
that's happening. Jock, what are you doing? You're heading in.
I'm asking the sort of person usually in charge if anybody's had any rumors about large wolf-like creatures, any sort of contracts that have come up recently for that sort of thing.
And he's thinking. Give me a minute. He goes off, gets someone, and like, tell him what you told me the other day. He's like, well, yes, there was this rumor about this big, well, it's hard to call it a wolf. It's like a wolf, but like a bear, size-wise, sort of thing. And it was just like ravaging. Oh, yes, I heard that it apparently stopped by this city. It's been going around ravaging cities, killing livestock and whatnot. Greedy little bastard.
What colour was it?
What colour was it?
I believe they said it was generally white, but often, you know, with the murder and whatnot, it was a bit more red, you could say.
That sounds familiar, yes.
Is there a general location that you think it might be in?
Well, it didn't seem to revisit towns, so if you give me a bit of time, I could look and I could like see where the different markings have come in. I could give you places it might go.
That's handy. I'll wait while I watch this happen over there. Turn around to watch the rich guy being attempted to be manhandled by a weedy rogue.
Like, all of the crossbows are still on him, but until he actually does something violent, currently he's dragging him, no one's really stopping him. But if he does something violent, they'll attack. Right now they're like, yeah, outside, outside.
Yeah, I do go outside.
Okay. What are you going to do once you're outside?
I will threaten him. I'll say, give me all of your money, or I will kill you.
And he, like, just empties out his pockets and just there's, like, a load of gold sprawls all over the floor.
I don't think that's what we're here for, Lotho.
I take all of it.
As soon as you let go, he runs away.
I grab him.
Sure,
I'll- First question, how much money did he have on him?
there was about 30 gold scattered onto the floor. If you're gonna
Okay.
if you're gonna try and grab him, give me an athletics.
Of course, sir.
Of course, I would love to try and grab him. Yep, you grab him. He is a weedy boy.
No.
Oh, that's everything I've got. Please let me go. Oh my God, you're a lion.
That's correct, I say, baring my teeth at him. I drag him back to the door of the tavern. I shout, Jock, my friend, was there anything in particular you wanted to know from this man?
Oh no, I just thought it'd be funny to see him interact with Lotho.
Okay. Where do
Lotho,
you
give him
live?
his money back and let him go.
I'll
Where
let
do
him go. Well, sorry, I step out of his way. Sorry.
He's being held by the other guy though, so it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, well, you're too pathetic to kill. And I throw him to the floor.
Well, we're never coming back here.
Oh well. So, in the time that you're like, you can't really see what's happening, but you can like through the door that's being held open, you can see this very upset man probably wet himself, and then runs off if Clarence lets go of him. The Jeeves is just like standing there with a shandy glass, like, I don't get paid enough for this. So the guy comes back with a map of basically the entire of the 10 towns. And you can see that he's crossed out certain towns. So like, again, it's like mostly for the most part, it's like the smaller towns. So like Bremen's been crossed off, Targos has been crossed off, Lonelywood and Termalaine's been crossed off. So of the two care areas, which leaves basically like 4 places that it hasn't been, which is Bryn Shander, East Haven, Goodmead, and Dugan's Hole. Well, that's the best I can really tell you. We only have rumours to go on, but we've definitely heard, and he points like at the places he's crossed out, we've definitely heard something from these places. Whether it is this same creature, we do not know.
Okay.
I
Thank you
hope
very
that
much.
helps.
Anything really helps. Thank you very much. And I like roll up the thing map or whatever he's given me with the stuff.
Mm. Which he happily hands to you,
I like
knowing that you're a fellow member.
I give a salute and then to walk out.
And then he goes back to his drink.
Okay, guys, I've got some locations to check.
Is the toy baby owlbear still on the ground?
Inside of the building, yes.
I go and grab it.
It's basically by Jeeves. He does not put up any resistance. He doesn't care in the slightest.
Is there a fire nearby?
Yes. There's several fires. Which is
I
weird.
go and put it... Sorry.
You're gonna throw it in the fire.
Yeah.
Half of the group, like, of the entire building, half of them boo you because it's like instantly starts smoking the place up as you've thrown something covered in feathers onto fire. The other half cheer raucously.
Hey, I got my money for that. I'm not too bothered what happens to it afterwards.
Yes, and Jock is indifferent, right in the middle.
Yeah, well, I've already spoken to Jock about that.
Okay, so if everyone's gonna meet up, we now have information of where to go next. Well, of where's to go.
Which one of those locations is south?
All of them, ironically, because apart from Lonelywood, Termalaine is the most northern of the cities. The most south would be Dugan's Hole or Goodmead.
I'd say we should keep going south until we find the source of the mysterious ticking.
What mysterious ticking? Sorry, am I not there?
No, this is like, I'm assuming everyone's meeting back up to share the information you've got. So yes, everyone's there.
I like unfurl the map and I'm like, okay, so there's been sightings of a giant white wolf thing. It might be here, 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 or here. Pointing at different places.
Ironically, that was the exact correct amount.
I have a mysterious ticking noise in my head, and it's telling me to go in this direction. I think we should go there until we find the thing that's causing it, sort it out.
If you're using the map as reference, you can sort of determine that it's in the same general direction as Goodmead or Dugan's Hole.
Are those two of the places that are marked as places that the thing might be?
Yes. Basically, they're the most southern that are like right in the middle. And it's like, it's not very far west, it's not far east. It's like much more like determinate south from where you are that he's sensing it. So it's like in that direction.
What's the nearest place that the monster might appear?
That would be Brinchander.
Sure. I say we go to Brinchander.
Okay.
Technically, anywhere we go is nearer to this beeping of yours.
That would be the closest place for you to head from here as well.
I suppose.
Oh, also, we probably need to get out of here. This chump, Point to Lotho, assaulted the richest man in the town.
Did he have it coming?
Yes.
He's the guy who bought the owlbear off me yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but baby owlbear seemed to be a berserk button for that one.
A lot of things seem to be a berserk button for that one.
I have a tiny robot
point.
now.
It's convenient.
What?
I have a tiny robot.
What is a robot?
My familiar is a tiny...
Weep boop
What is
boop
it?
boop boop.
What do they look like?
like a tiny robot.
Anything? Never mind.
Let's go. Start heading out of town.
I mean, sure. Anyone like Jock, for example, he knows what he's doing, would probably know you might want to hire a sleigh of some kind, something to travel. It's
Yeah.
not because it's not a 5-minute walk between towns.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I'll turn around and start heading towards what remains of the livery, I suppose.
But you'd all know that there are like a couple of different places you can go, because there's one group that are like, no, you only use dogs. Dogs are the way to pull sleds. And then there's one group that's like, no, you use like elks and big strong things. They're basically the two rival companies that work in this town and travel between them.
Would I know if either of them are owned by the really, really rich guy?
No, he doesn't really own anything. He more just throws money at things.
I think we should go with... I think we should pick the dogs. For no discernible reason, other than dogs. They're kinda cool. I hear no objections.
I don't mind either way.
Sorry, what happened?
We're deciding which kind of mode of transport.
Sledge company we're gonna hire. We've got
Dogs
the option.
I'm a team elk.
I do like a spot of elk.
They're very tasty if the worst happens.
Ooh, I missed out the option.
Oh,
with
really?
elk. I'll go
Elk
with
then?
elk as well.
Sure, we'll go with elk.
Elk?
Okay, if everyone's gonna head out the elks, you can hear them. Alright, yep, that's where the elks are. When you get there, the man looks at your group and is like, travelling?
Yes.
How many are you? How many? Is it this group or any more?
This group.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, 5, 5, 2. How many? I can't count.
6.
There's 3 of us.
Alright, 63. Oh, that's gonna take a lot. I'm just messing with you. Alright, for the 6 of you, we could do probably 3 sleds, which would be about 20 gold for the lot of yous.
I put down 20 gold. There you go.
Alright, brilliant. When you wanted to set out?
No.
Right now.
Now.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, I'll get the dogs. Oh no, not the dogs. Fuck the dogs. I'll get the elks ready. Superior animal.
I hope you don't do that to the dogs. Or the elk.
Can we get 7 elk?
It went very quiet, but why would you want 7 elks?
No, I said I hope you don't do that
No,
to the
no,
dogs.
Luke-
No, not
Luke
you.
said something.
Luke was very, very silent and said something.
Luke was quiet
Oh.
and said, can we get 7 elks?
Yes, can we get 7 elks?
Why? Why do you want 7?
I thought you wanted our money, not our business.
Sure. Extra 5 gold?
Awesome.
I'm not paying the 5 gold.
Do I actually have any money?
Yes, you would have something. Actually, you already had like 50 gold like up front for searching for the group, so yes, you've definitely got money.
Okay. Cool. I give him 5 gold.
Alright, come back in, say, 10-20 minutes. I'll have everything ready. Get your stuff, your affairs. I'm sure you must definitely have belongings you need to get.
No,
Not
I,
really.
I everything I own is on my back.
My fur.
Just underneath the fur.
Well, if no one has to go and get anything, which would make sense, he basically works while all of you are just staring at him like, come on, we're waiting. And about 10-15 minutes later, the dogs are... Why do I keep saying dogs? I like dogs more than elks, apparently. The elks are all strapped up and ready to go. Is everyone ready to proceed past
I
the
am.
point of no return? Except you totally can come back.
Yeah.
Yes.
I try to climb on an elk.
It bucks you off.
Get
No,
in the
I-
sled.
Sit in a sled.
I climb on the sled.
I climb in a different sled.
Yes, you're gonna have to. It'll be 2 to a sled, so you'll have to decide who's with who. And
Bagsy, not Lotho, not Concord.
all right, so that's
So you're on the third sled.
yeah, that's 3 people have picked a sled each. Now the rest of the group have to decide who they're with.
I'll be wherever. I really don't mind.
I'll take the elf.
All right.
Okay.
Where is the big lion gonna? Is he gonna go with Shooty Man, or is he gonna go with?
Oh, Jock was also an option.
Yeah, that's yeah.
How fast are the how fast are the moose? The
Elk.
Elk.
I don't know how to explain it to you. They're fast. We don't go by miles per hour here.
Yeah, they move in feet per round.
It takes about half a day to get. Oh, actually, wait. You're going. Yeah, a bit less than half a day if we cut across rather than going to Tagos first.
How much faster are they than, say, a man walking?
A lot. Walking infinitely faster.
How about a man running?
Elk can move like 50 probably.
Oh, cool. Well, I see that three people have took it. How many carts is there? We've got 3, and
There's
then
3
2 okay.
carts, 2 each. One. Who do you want? Do you want to sit with Jock or do you want to sit with Lothor?
I'll sit with Jock. He's
All right. That means Melissa's stuck with Lothor.
Yep. Wonderful.
And
They're good friends. They're really good friends.
these elk can run at 60 feet. And they get tired much slower than a person. Alright, well, if you're all comfy, strap in, we'll head off.
Hey.
And yeah, and like the elk slowly, very, very slowly get up, and then they just take off like a shot. And you're traveling through, for many of you, traveling through the frozen wilds for the first time. Jock, this is like totally normal. But like Melissa, this is like the first time you've ever left the town.
I'm just looking around, kind of nervous, but I'm with my best friends, so it's okay. By default.
So, just for fun, does anyone want to do a perception check? See if they can see anything while we're travelling.
I'll do one
Okay,
of
let's
those.
see.
Oh, and my little familiar will help me.
Sure he will.
Yes.
He was very helpful.
That's a 7.
That was shit.
What? Totally what?
It makes
I
sense.
can now just...
Melissa's enthralled by so much new snow. Alright, so Nuru and Concord, actually pretty much most people that aren't like Melissa. And wait, Jock hasn't even done one. Or is he not?
Jock.
Jock, have you died?
Right, I'm having to deal with something.
Okay,
Sorry,
fair
I'm
enough.
having to deal with work stuff. I apologise.
That's fine.
It's alright.
So,
What am I
basic,
being asked? Sorry.
it was basically just like to do a perception check. No, Jock is very busy with something. So, of the people that are, like, very, very perceptive, you can see that it seems like in the distance where you're heading into quite a heavy storm. It's like, it would, like, yelling across, like, between them. It would be a lot smarter if we ducked into somewhere and let the storm pass us by than try to go through it. It'll add a couple of hours on, but it'll be much safer. What does everyone think?
I agree. Mysterious voice.
Mysterious voice or person who is on the carriage with you. Directly
Yeah.
in front of you.
Sounds like a reasonable suggestion.
Yeah, not go storm. Pretty good.
Well, if everyone's in agreement to at least duck aside, basically, they're going to keep going until they find what looks like some sort of landmark and try and basically hide by it. The only thing you can see is basically a quite large mound covered in snow. You could probably, like, basically dig a bit into the snow and that'll be enough to, like, have the storm pass you by. The shouting this between the carts. Is that good with everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
So the storm sets in really quick as you're heading towards this mound. You get there. Is everyone going to help out with the digging?
Yeah.
Sure.
Basically, the more people who help out, the quicker it is. And if no one helped out, it might be more dangerous. So, you're basically huddling together, which is something I'm sure this group's very happy about, huddling up with a bunch of elk right up next to each other in a tiny hole in the side of a mound.
How bad do the elk smell?
Very.
Oh dear.
Even in the cold,
It's-
they smell real bad.
I smell worse somehow.
So 10 minutes passes, 20 minutes passes. It seems for a bit of time the storm really picks up and he's like, oh Jesus, if I'd known it was going to get this bad I would have not give you a choice on what we were doing.
Are we going? We're not going to resort to cannibalism, are we?
No, I've got rations. Or would you
Oh,
like...
thank goodness.
Would you like to eat someone? Are you into that? I know some people around here do that and it's not nice.
I haven't tried that.
There's cannibals around here?
Oh yes!
I mean, it makes sense.
There are some weird people.
Where are the cannibals?
Well, all over. They tend to travel mostly.
Oh, meat is meat, I growl.
Exactly.
I mean,
yes.
you don't know what they're serving in the tavern.
Well, Lothar would.
Why are you all so... Why are you all weirdly okay with cannibalism?
I mean, it's not really cannibalism to me. If I eat a human. So,
Well, yeah, sure, grand. Like,
I am against cannibalism.
there we go.
I mean,
Well, at
the
least
hunted get.
I wouldn't eat
At
another...
least Jock is sensible.
I mean, the
I mean-
hunted get hunted. That's how it goes. Like my family, unfortunately.
I mean, at the end of the day, meat is meat. We don't really ask where it comes from.
Yes! Yes, we
Just
do.
happens
If I
that-
said, hey sir, would you like to eat this suspicious meat? You wouldn't be
Suspicious
like,
meat!
yeah, sure, what is it?
My favourite
Is
kind!
Is it...
Oh, mystery meat.
Is it
No,
like,
like-
duck, lamb, pork? Like, people know what meat they're eating. It's not like, ah, yes.
Is it duck,
Meat.
lamb, pork?
My
Shrugs.
favourite.
Your brother Steve.
What would you like to eat for dinner tonight? Meat. What kind?
Any. Just as long as it's meat, I'll be happy.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is, sometimes up here people don't always have the choice of between sort of like, you know, duck and beef. It's more just either like your horse or like your friend once your horse has already been eaten.
Or elk.
Well,
Yeah, or elk in the place of a horse, I suppose.
And they're all...
Leonin looks visibly confused as to what all the fuss is about.
So, this conversation goes on for quite some time. It helps pass the time. About, maybe you think an hour and a half passes. And... everyone give me a perception check.
good God.
Right?
Hang on,
ones
my
again.
familiar will help.
Will your familiar help?
Yes!
It really helped.
I like how he got the same as me.
Well, I
So-
got a 30.
So,
Yes, I got a 30.
thankfully, this isn't the highest DC. Not right away, but after a bit of time, Concord, Clarence, and Lothar, you start feeling rumbling. It almost feels like the ground is like moving, like it's like basically, especially Lothar, who has seeing giants, you would know that this is like telltale sign of someone who's very big moving at a pace.
I love giants.
I tell everyone this, and that I think we should probably either. I think we should
Put out the
probably.
Ooh,
Okay, everyone give me one more perception check upon being told this information.
Just said it. 15, yes.
Okay, Lothar, especially, like, you're focusing on this, and Nuru picks up on it as well. You can see something in the distance, glowing, heading straight at you. Almost like a radiant light, and it's like coming very fast.
I'd like
point
to
it
draw
out.
my great sword and put on my
Casts mage
tail.
armor.
Well, we haven't slept yet. I'd have it on.
I think we should run. Something
Um,
charging straight towards you in this place is never good,
How fast does
especially
it
if
seem?
it glows.
Say
from
that
the
again?
distance? Can we measure how fast, or can we assess how fast it is roughly? Like, can we outrun it or not, basically?
It doesn't look like it's like, oh my god, it's Sonic the Hedgehog, but it's like it seems to be dashing. If you could look at it now, you might be able to like get away from it on like the back of the Elks though.
Dashing in the snow. Coming to
Do we try and fight whatever this is, or we just run on out?
Over hills we go.
I vote run.
As it's getting closer, you can start making out its appearance, which I've just
I guess on the-
linked in the chat.
That doesn't seem too bad. It just looks like an angel powered by dragons.
I start moving.
I'm sure it's not that bad. Let's take a look at it.
I get on my elk
Well, holy
and
fuck.
I leave.
That's fucking gay,
I
Guardian.
I
Goodbye.
Well,
also
we have-
get on an elk and I start speeding away in the direction.
I get on the sled and start moving
Yeah,
slowly.
normally
people
the
can
Elks
get
would
on.
buck you off, but they can sense like, oh my god, what the fuck
Oh,
is
shit.
this thing? They don't care about some stupid creature that's climbed on their back.
The
They
Yanks
just
get on your back
Yeah,
and get you to run.
run, human, run. The people who are like in charge are like, oh my god, untangling cables and stuff like, and they're very hastily like, this thing's coming for us. It's going to kill us. I got paid less than 50 gold for this.
I guess I'll get the sleigh. Yay! 50 gold for death!
No, less than 50 gold.
Less than would you die for a single gold coin?
So what is everyone doing? We've had 2 people jump on
I guess
elks.
I get in this.
One jumping
I get
sleigh.
off the elk and get in a sleigh.
Cool.
Sorry, I'm in a sled.
Cool.
Same.
Hmm.
I'll
Yeah, me
help
too.
I'll help the guy
Wings,
untangle
we're
everything
gonna-
and
We're all,
get everything running.
we're all getting in sleighs and running,
Cool.
I'm
sliding.
Is Clarence gonna fight it solo?
No.
You can do it.
Clarence is running. Clarence is getting in the sled and yeehawing out of there.
Oh,
And
basically,
yeehawing out of there with or without Jock.
so yes, everything's getting untangled. It is basically almost on you as they're like, Jesus, go! And they start pulling away as the thing basically gets there and swings at the group, hitting the mound, which lets out a bellowous roar, and the group sees leathery wings rise up from under the snow, and a humongous white dragon appear from what they thought was the mound, and basically turn and look at this thing that's just smacked it. And basically, as you're running away, you can see the dragon dive onto this creature, and then they basically fade into the storm. And you hear one scream before the noise is muffled out, which is, return! That's all you hear.
Did it speak in Draconic or did it speak in a different language?
No, the voice came from the giant creature.
That's okay then.
So it was basically similar to what they described in the town before.
Yes. It seemed similar.
So got it. Something is definitely chasing Lawrence. Got it.
You don't know that it's after Lawrence.
Well, I
It
think
killed his dad. It came looking for him.
You still don't know that. Lawrence is the only one who knows that.
I know that thing came to the tavern.
Yeah, but you
And
don't
killed
know
his
that it's
dad.
after Lawrence.
regardless, unless
That's-
I missed that scream, it just got messed up by a white dragon. By the way, we should keep running. There's a white dragon.
That's true.
Agreed.
We almost fell asleep on it.
Okay, that was a nice, eventful ride. Romp in the snow. It takes a bit longer because you're having to actually go through the remainder of the storm. But it's like mostly died down at this point. About an hour, maybe 2 hours later, you finally see Bryn Shander coming into view. And we've only got 10 minutes left, so we're going to end it with you pull up to the gate and there's a bunch of kobolds flanking. They're like, none shall pass! And that's where we'll end it.
Okay, get your weapons out, everybody.
No,
Oh.
everybody get your cobalt totems out.
I'm about to go crazy.
Soon they
on
won't even notice for stone eyes.
Then all of us just blend in with...
You're about to see my crazy game.
Welcome to Bryn Shander Lockdown Edition.
God.
All but one of us turn into a kobold. The only one who didn't turn just puts on like the fake mustache, and that's somehow more convincing than the kobold disguises.
Yes, the lion puts on a fake mustache and passes as a kobold.
Sounds
Yeah, they're like,
completely reasonable.
ha, nice try, but
Yeah.
you're not kobolds. Then they turn to the lion. We're sorry for disturbing you, sir. Please move on.
Yes, continue. Yes, brilliant. I recognise you, definitely.
I like to imagine he put a trench coat on,
Ah,
and he's the reverse of those 3 kobolds in a trench coat,
You
pretending
like-
to be like.
The tale of Sir Barrington.
yeah. The
Remember
kobolds see the trench coat and they like wink at him, like, yes, you're not a kobold. Wink, wink.
We need a trench coat.
All right, we need
Do
to
any of you
travel
remember
to
the tale
another
of
town.
Sir Barrington? Oh, sorry.
I just never mind. But one interesting thing before I say the good news is, since as hilariously everyone often does, you would have noticed sometime eventually that the kobold is no longer part of your group. He basically, when you were going back to town, he did not go the right way, ended up lost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just imagined
Cool.
he left because he was terrified.
No, he's
Yeah,
very bad with directions.
I just thought he left because Lotho shot him off the thingy.
Well, no, at first he was like sticking close to Jock, and
Oh
then
yeah, right.
something about like you know when you got closer to the town and there was the like, oh, it looks like people have been visiting the mountains more and that type of thing. He got distracted, went over and looked, and then turned back and was like, wait, where is everyone? But no one noticed, so it was like, oh well,
Fair enough.
maybe you'll meet him again someday, who knows. But the good news is, everyone levels up!
What?
Time to get more help.
Yeah.